The true spirit of competition and being champions of character demonstrated through 5 core character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility.
Okay, ready? We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium, both teams returning to their respective benches. Got a chance to talk to Ty Miller too, assistant coach for the Ore Diggers. But you look at the banners on in the Stroud Gymnasium, and he's part of 4 of them that went back to the national tournament. So, and just an all-around good guy.
Yeah.
Just all-around good guy. I'm Wally Felt along with Mike Miller and Brett Weeby. Brett is our production person. Mike just takes up space at the end of the bench. Although, you know, I was reminded by Jeff Graham's dad, that you know, he wanted to know where, if you still had that plaque saying you were the valedictorian of the school at Armington.
Fourth grade.
And
they didn't give us big awards, especially when I was the only 4th grader.
Well, yeah, that's what Jim said, yes, in particular, is that he got them all. Okay, Michael, why don't you run through today's starters?
All right, for Montana Tech, the number 11 ranked team in the NAIA ranking, Coach Adam Hyatt will start number 1, Asa Williams of Salon, Ohio. Number 3, Christian Dixon of Billings, Montana. Number 10, Caleb Belich of Manhattan, Montana. Number 11, Hayden Deakins of Geraldine, Montana. And number 42, Michael Ure from Idaho Falls. And he went to Ryrie High School. And as Wally said, Coach Hyatt is assisted by Ty Miller in his 4th season and by Jeff Belich. For the Montana Western Bulldogs, Coach Pat Jensen will start number 1, Jalen Stepney of Seattle, Washington. Number 11, Kevin Bethel of Los Angeles, California. Number 12, Abby Adedo of London, England. Number 20, Michael Haverfield of Dillon, Montana. And number 34, Jackson Berkeley of Billings, Montana. And Coach Pat Jensen is assisted by Dawson Henshaw and by Gary Haverfield. The Bulldogs are 4-4 on the season. Montana Tech 7-1. They were upset on the road, but they've done a great job. 17-4 overall. Western's 11-10 overall, and they score at about 75 points a game. And as we said the other night, Jackson Berkeley, the guy that we expect to shoot a lot of threes, he played an all-around game, stealing the ball, getting the rebounds. He had 3 block shots, or he had 2 block shots and a couple of taps. He just did a really pretty good job as the Bulldogs won that ball game this last Thursday night.
And the game was close the first one around when they played back in January 18th. Ore Diggers edged the Bulldogs by a score of 81-76.
The Ore Diggers have a couple of injuries that and for the second time tonight, the officials had a tough time getting the ball up.
So our officials for tonight's game, Alvin Yellowell, Trevor Caborsa, and Sam Weatherston. And Ore Digger shot up and no good. Bulldogs with the rebound on the fast break. Haverfield has it. Bethel, top of the key. Stepney now to Adedo, and he loses the ball. And here comes the Ore Diggers. They had a 2-on-1 advantage. Now they slow it down. And Caleb Bellich for two, leading scorer in the conference. Well, not leading scorer, excuse me. He leads the conference in three-point shooting.
And he's coming off an injury that occurred last spring. Worked very hard to rehabilitate.
He didn't get to play in the conference championship game.
Yep.
He looks pretty healthy, though. Haverfield. Michael Haverfield with the three, giving the Bulldogs a lead, 3-2. Ore Diggers working inside. Lots of bumping around and stuff, and shot is no good.
Yeah, they're going to call him for over the back. That's Hayden Dickens, 6'6", sophomore forward. Went to Fort Benton High School, although...
And that's Kevin Inglett's nephew.
Yeah.
Kevin Inglett, Bulldog Hall of Fame player and coach. I wonder if he accepts all he's telling from his mom or his two uncles.
Well, he is a talented kid, that's for sure.
Well, he played a lot as a freshman.
Yeah.
He didn't play like a freshman. He played like he'd been around for 3 or 4 years. Bellich out. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Ure. And it's 4-3 Ore Diggers. 17:30 left to play in the first half. Adedo going against Ure. Oh, and reverse layup scores. 5-4 Bulldogs. 17:03 left to play. First half. Frontier Conference men's basketball. Oh.
Again, somebody got lost. That's the second guy in a row cutting down into the lane. Nobody guarding him.
Deacon scores very, very easily. Oh, Adedo can't handle the pass, and Bellich comes up with it, and he's going to go one-on-one inside, and he has the ball taken right out of his hands by Bethel. Bethel going one-on-one against Ure, missed the layup, but Stepney was there for the follow-through, and that's going to be a good timeout. So with timeout on the floor, Montana Western 7, Montana Tech 6. We'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
The Bulldog Club is the official fundraising arm of the University of Montana Western's athletic department. The Bulldog Club supports more than 200 student athletes who compete in 12 NAIA sports each year. Join today to help contribute to the current and future success of Bulldog athletics. You can sign up online or by sending a check to Bulldog Athletic Club, UMW Foundation at 710 South Atlantic here in Dillon.
So Dixon will bring it down and set things up for the Ore Diggers. Pitcher is checked into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Shot clock at 10. Oh, beauty. Beautiful move. Asa Williams to the basket, and he is fouled. So his layup gives the Ore Diggers 8-7 lead. And he can make it a 3-point play at the free throw line.
Looks like that foul's on Kevin Bethel.
Your checks out, and coming into the lineup is, this is OKK.
OKK.
Transfer, another one of the transfers from Carroll. I believe 3 of the Ore Diggers started their college career at Carroll and have all switched to Montana Tech. So Asa Williams completes the three-point play that old-fashioned way, and the Ore Diggers lead by 2, 9-7. 15:55 left to play first quarter. Frontier Conference basketball. Oh, nice move by Stepney. Little floater, and he uses the backboard, and it's 9-9. Okay, misses. And rebound controlled by Pitcher. Haverfield open for the three and hits it. Michael Haverfield, Jimmy buckets to his teammates, makes the three and gives the Bulldogs a 12-9 lead.
It's going to be a block on number 5.
And here comes for the Bulldogs, Quincy Taylor and Caden Tolson. And for the Ore Diggers, that is Keely Bake. And did you know his mom is a Western grad? His mom was a Dave Kendall prodigy in sports medicine.
And you're going to tell us who that mom was?
Courtney Sedgwick was her name. 12-9. Ore Diggers lead. Turnaround is, I think, did Haverfield get a little bit of that?
Well, I think Berkeley may have, or it may have just have been short.
Shot no good, and the Bulldogs control, leading by 3, 12-9.
Didn't Bake come in and score a bunch of points there the last season?
Yes.
Last season?
Yeah. Berkeley goes in, turnaround off the glass, and it goes nowhere except into the hands of an Ore Digger. And here comes the Diggers. Bake has the ball, top of the key, drives in. Williams has it. Now to OKK. Bake thinks about a three. Now he gives it to OKK instead, who almost traveled.
Again, nobody jump stops anymore.
Williams, except the official said only 2.
That's still a nice shot.
I think he's one of those players you like to describe as smooth. Pitcher double team, but he puts up the shot and gets it anyway. Deacons and Williams both double teamed him, but he went up high and laid it in. 14-11 Bulldogs.
Coach Hyatt called out to Bake, slow down, slow down. I don't think Tech wants to get into a race track meet.
Steal by the Diggers. Here comes the Diggers running. Bellich, he'll put up the three and hit it. Remember, he's the leading three-point shooter in the Frontier Conference. And we are tied at 14.
Out of Manhattan Christian High School in Manhattan, just outside of Manhattan.
Whose sister plays for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Headed to the line. Shoot 2.
Looks like Quincy Taylor going to go to the free throw line.
And we've got a timeout.
Media timeout.
12:54 remaining in the first half. Frontier Conference men's basketball all tied up at 14 between Montana Tech and Montana Western, and we'll be back with more after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, we're getting closer to the future of Bulldog football with the building of the Sports and Activities Complex. That's going to be the future home of Montana Western football right here on campus. Be sure to check our website at umwbulldogs.com for all the updates and ways to support the project. It's going to be nice. And I believe they've already excavated all the way around for the area where the football field is actually going to sit. The stands, I believe they've already put some concrete in there. So the good weather, if it holds for another week, that'll be a good start. And then I'm afraid when winter breaks.
Wait a minute, we've had winter 3 times already.
And you got up and you actually shoveled the snow on your sidewalk. It melted by 10:30. Mine did.
Well, that's because I'm not lazy. And I needed the exercise.
Yeah, I did too. But
I kind of wanted to see how many steps I would get just shoveling the walks, because I did a couple of corners, and I never did look.
Caden Tolson in for the Bulldogs.
Quincy Taylor steps to the free throw line.
Bridger Deedon out of Missoula.
He gave us our customary fist pump, fist shake, fist, whatever that's called. Yeah. And he gets the free throw.
Deedon's a sophomore out of Missoula Hellgate. You remember Karen Deedon? Could he be a distant relative? She, of course, was helped to sue the Montana High School Association years ago to force the change in boys and girls basketball.
Well, you're talking about Karen Pilskowns, aren't you?
No, she was the coach here at one time. Karen Deedon.
Because she was part of it. Well, anyway,
yeah.
16-14 the score. Bulldogs lead by 2. 12:35 left to play.
We did learn there have been a couple injuries, that the Tech players are not on the floor, not dressed out.
Your missed shot, rebound to the Dogs. Quincy Taylor directing traffic. Adado all in the corner by himself. He's going to drive against Ure and goes instead to the other corner for Pitcher. His three-point shot is up and no good. And Ordigger's control with Bake. Oh, got away with a little step there. And I heard some people behind me see that too. So Deedon ties things up for the Diggers. 16-16 the score. Bulldogs on the attack. Pitcher, Stepney. Nice move. And the Dogs back in front, 18-16. Shot up and no good by Deacons.
That's the second time his left hand has failed him. He actually looked at it.
Talk to Uncle Kevin, he could probably work on that for him. Stepney with another one. He makes a 5-footer exciting. 20-16 Bulldogs. 10:50 left to play first half. Bake with a 3 attempt, and it is good. 20-19 Bulldogs. 10:25 left to play first half.
Oh, blocked
by Deacons. And here comes a 2-on-1 fast break. And
I think Deacons over the back, and he tapped that in with his left hand.
And we have a quick timeout as the Ordiggers regain the lead, 21-20. Exactly 10 minutes left to play. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
A Montana native, Jill Gannon-Nagel understands that hard work yields good results, and she's committed to putting in the extra work each client deserves. The law offices of Jill Gannon-Nagel provide service to clients in all areas of the law, while primarily focusing on criminal defense, family law, estate planning, and litigation. Visit jgnlawoffice.com for more information.
So exactly 10 minutes to play in our first half. Ordiggers have regained the lead. They lead 21-20.
It's like Haverfield back in for the Bulldogs, and Belich is in for Tech.
Taylor sets the Bulldog offense. To Stepney. Tolson. Haverfield, he's going to drive in and was. Now, I'm kind of with the Orediggers. I can't see the foul there.
Yeah, called foul on Dixon. Did he step on his foot or something?
I don't know.
He certainly didn't push him down or anything.
You see the instant replay on that?
Yes. Asa Williams in for the Orediggers.
So Haverfield with the ball to Taylor. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Corner shot from Tolson is no good. And Diggers control. Here comes Dixon to Williams. Back to Dixon into Ure. And nice ball movement as a pass to Belich in the corner, and he was wide open. And the Digger lead is now 24-20.
Scored 8 straight.
Little 15-footer doesn't fall for Michael Haverfield. And the Diggers come up with the defensive board, have the ball with a 4-point lead. Williams now top of the key inside to Ure, and he's wide open.
Nice pass there by Asa Williams.
26-20 Orediggers. So, they tried to get it inside. Adato to Taylor.
Good defense there. Dixon stepped in between the ball and the man. Is it Kevin Bethel? He's in,
yes,
along with Jackson Berkeley.
Traveling is the call.
Yeah, he went baseline, but he got a little deep in there. Got on there and didn't have anything to do.
26-20. Orediggers on top as they move the ball around the perimeter. Inside to Ure, and he's fouled by Bethel.
That's his second foul.
Third team foul. So we're a few fouls away from a shooting situation.
Tech's not doing anything out of the ordinary. They're playing some two-man, three-man games. Pick and roll. Here comes the pick, rolls down. Now he's got a shorter defender on him. And
far side to Belich, and he steps right on the baseline.
I did not, well, of course I can't see it because of the table, but the official.
He's standing right in front of him, so is it that hard? Should there be a different color border? Regardless, turnover gives the Bulldogs the ball. See if they can do a little chipping away at that 6-point Ordigger lead, and they're not going to do it with that. Missed shot, Ordigger rebound, and here comes Montana Tech. Williams thought about a three. Belich going up against Stepney. And draws the foul. Doesn't hit the basket, but draws the foul.
That's Jalen's first foul. Fourth one for the Bulldogs.
He's a pretty good free throw shooter, too.
Almost 80%. Ooh.
He gets the second one now. Wow, missed both of them.
unusual.
26-20, 6-point Ordigger lead still. It's been that way for a minute or two. Oh, bad pass, and Bellich stepped in the passing lane. Pass to Bake, and Bake scores the layup. Good defense by the Ordiggers results in a fast break layup and a 28-20 lead. 6:45 left to play, first half.
And
Montana
we
Tech
had a hold there.
Montana Tech wants another timeout. 6:43 left to play. Montana Tech 20, Montana Western 20. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Pioneer Federal Savings and Loan Association is dedicated to providing quality services and products to its customers, all the while remaining financially strong and adding value to the quality of life in the communities they serve. Pioneer Federal is a proud sponsor of Montana Western and Bulldog Athletics.
Well, elsewhere around the Frontier Conference tonight. Did I mention in the women's games today, Providence beat Northern by 5, and Carroll held off Rocky. So that was a good one too.
Rocky has come alive.
Media timeouts are supposedly every 5 minutes is when they have a media timeout, and sometimes, it's not like we have corporate advertising here.
No.
Yeah. Pretty good crowd now, though. Well, except we're going to lose a large part of the Bulldog fans as the Youth Challenge is leaving.
Same guys come back off the bench as went to the bench during the timeout.
28-20. Bulldogs haven't scored in quite a while.
Yeah, they led 2016.
And now they trail 28-20. Stepney puts up the three, no good. Williams with the rebound for the Ordiggers. Dixon, OKK, sorry, Mr. OKK. Five seconds on the shot clock. Williams with the ball, he'll put up the three and drain it. Whoa! And then he does a little wave to the dog pound.
And a shush him a little bit.
So all of a sudden, what was a 20 to 16
lead for the Bulldogs.
They now, and there's another Bulldog turnover. They trail 31-20 as Bellich puts up another three and hits it.
Good pass over there. Asa Williams in the deep corner, kicks it back out.
So 34-20. Almost, an 18-0 run?
Yeah, ooh. OKK ran right into a Dado, and OKK has hurt his shoulder. And that's his second foul. I think the athletic trainer at Tech has been pretty busy. A guy with a bad knee, guy with a bad foot.
Haverfield backs off, puts up the three, no good. Rebound tipped out by Berkeley to Taylor. He'll put up the three, and that breaks a long drought. It's 34-23, Ordiggers. Deaton tried to put up the shot and was lightly fouled, wouldn't you say?
No, that was Stepney's second foul. Looked like he caught the ball and pushed it right back down into Deaton's face.
5th team foul on the Bulldogs, and Deaton gets 1. He'll get a bonus. Well, not a bonus. He'll get a second one. So the Ordigger lead back to 13, 36-23. Taylor open for the 3, no good. Rebound by the Diggers. Bulldogs are getting 1 shot, and that's it. Ordiggers controlling both ends of the glass.
Good defense.
That was Pitcher tipping it into the hands of Stepney for the Bulldogs. And Taylor.
You can take your pick to see who fouled him on that one.
Nice move to the basket, though.
Called it on Belich? I don't think so. There are 2 other guys there, but I don't believe Caleb Belich was anywhere near that.
No.
Somebody check the replay.
Taylor's free throw is up and good. And it's a 10-point Montana Tech lead, 36-26. 3:49 remaining in the first half. Bulldogs got off to a good start, but then the Ordiggers took over, went on a little 18-0 run, and Bulldogs trying to get back into the ball game. Pitcher with the block, and quickly down court come the Bulldogs. Taylor lays it up, but not in, and the Ordiggers running the other direction.
Well, I thought Haverfield kicked that one. Yeah.
Williams puts up the 3, in and out, no good. Deaton with the offensive board and putback. 38-26, 12-point Ordigger lead, 2:55 left to play in the first half. Tolson took a little too much time waiting to shoot. Now Taylor will shoot from the other side, and rebound goes to Deacons of the Ordiggers. Bulldogs are basically getting 1 shot and 1 shot only. 2:20 left to play in the first half. And Belich, from just behind the free throw line, builds the Ordigger lead 40-26. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. Haverfield with the 3. Jimmy Buckets with 3, and that trims the Ordigger lead to 11, 40-29. 1:48 left to play, first half. Oh, Deacons, nice nifty move, left himself open, laid it up and in, 42-29. Ordiggers.
Nice spin move, and then he used that left hand off the glass.
1:25 left to play, first half. Taylor top of the key for the Bulldogs. Inside to Pitcher, Pitcher to Tolson. Tolson shot blocked, and no foul called. Taylor.
And Taylor is fouled as he goes up and just tossed the ball in the air. He'll get the 2 shots.
Well, you know, that was pretty apparent that that was a foul.
Yeah, no one's arguing about that one. Got a lot of subs getting ready to come in. Adado coming back in for the Bulldogs.
Under a minute left to play in the first half.
Bake and Ewer for the Ore Diggers. Bulldogs look a little tired.
Oh, Taylor misses the first free throw in a long time.
Looking down the bench, I see Cam Lawrence. He's got a protective boot on that left foot. Not sure what happened, and neither did he tried to practice yesterday, according to the coaches, but he was not able to go.
42-30 the score. Ore Diggers lead by 12. 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Bake to Uryer. Deacons to Bake. Step back, nope, no three. He's going inside to Ure and Tolson. Oh, what a silly foul.
Yeah, just reached in directly behind the ball handler, and he reached around. His arms are not that long.
Well, it's only the sixth team foul for the Bulldogs, so the Ore Diggers will put the ball in play underneath their own basket. 30 seconds left in the first half. Your shot was up and no good. And the Bulldogs, with about 12 seconds left to play in the first half, have the ball. Tipped out of bounds by an Ore Digger, Deacons. And they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds by a Bulldog.
I don't think it touched anybody. Haverfield brought his hands back, thinking that maybe it had gone off an Ore Digger, but I don't think so. Oh, and they just went to sleep.
But they missed the layup. So it's halftime at the Stroud Gymnasium, and Montana Tech leads the Montana Western Bulldogs by a score of 42-30. We'll be back with first half stats after this.
Thing that I look forward to seeing is just the smile on everyone's faces the day it's done, and that doesn't matter, football, track, anybody on this campus, anybody in this town, the smile on people's faces is going to impact everyone, and it's going to bring new faces to the community, and a lot of people are going to have something to be proud of, and I'm really excited to see the smile on everyone's faces, including myself, my family, everyone that's been with me for my journey. I'm really excited for everyone to get to see this new built stadium that Bulldogs for generations are going to get to play on.
Montana Western, our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium, halftime, and the Montana Tech Ore Diggers leading the Montana Western Bulldogs 42-30. Bulldogs got off to a good start, and then the Ore Diggers took over and didn't look back. And Mike, what do you have for first half stats?
Well, as you said, the score is 42, Montana Tech 30 for the Bulldogs, and Tech was led in scoring by Caleb Belich. He was perfect from the field, including 3 for 3 from the three-point line. He's got 13 points. Asa Williams has 8, and then they have Deaton and Bake have a total of 11 off the bench. So Tech was 17 of 29 from the field, shooting 59%, 5 of 6 from the three-point line for 83%, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. For Montana Western, they were led in scoring by Michael Haverfield. He had 9 points. He was 3 out of 5 from the field, 3 out of 4 from the three-point line. Jalen Stepney had 8 for the Bulldogs, and then Quincy Taylor had 9 off the bench, and 2 more from Christian Pitcher. The Bulldogs were 11 of 24 from the field, which is 46%, 4 out of 10 from the free throw line, shooting 40%, 4 out of 5, 80% from the free throw line. 8 turnovers for the Bulldogs, only 5 for Montana Tech. Tech had 6 steals, and he also had a couple of moments when they tapped the ball away. They had 11 assists. Williams, Dixon, and Belich had 3 apiece. The Bulldogs had 3 assists overall. Montana Tech out-rebounded the Bulldogs 14-12 and got 3 offensive rebounds to 2 for the Bulldogs. So Tech had 18 points in the paint. Western had 12. Tech had 12 points off turnovers, and Western had 6. The score was tied 3 times, and the lead changed hands 8 times in that first half. So with just under 9 minutes left to go in halftime, it is Montana Tech 42, Montana Western 30.
Okay, we're going to take about let's call it a 7-minute break or so, and we'll come back with the second half on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. Just had a nice, interesting little chat with Kaylee Fritz, one of the Bulldog volleyball players, who had some, can you remember what that surgery was called?
No, but she said her pain was exercise induced, but they went in, they sliced down both of her shins
in two places,
and they drained something. She didn't seem to.
Well, she was showing
that
pictures
bad.
of the scars and stuff, so.
It made me a little squeamish when she said they drained everything.
Well, bottom line is came through the surgery with flying colors.
And you, of course, had to tell her that she was getting old.
Well, it's true. Okay, we're set to go for second half action. Jackson Berkeley ready to toss the ball in to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to get something going here to get back into this one. It was all Digger in that second half of the first half.
And the same 5 starters for both teams are out here.
Berkeley open for the 3. Oh, hard off the edge and doesn't go anywhere except into the hands of the Ore Diggers. Quickly down court, setting the offense is Dixon.
Deacons is looking down deep.
Now Belich is driving in against Haverfield. Turnaround jumper is good.
He can lean in just enough to clear Michael, not even a foot backwards, and he just jumps over the top of.
Well, Caleb's dad was a pretty fine basketball player for Montana Tech a few years ago, and I think those basketball genes went to both kids.
Yeah, I think Abe is going to be a dang fine basketball player.
You're double teamed, but Bethel commits the foul.
And that is the third one on Bethel. 2-1-4 out of bounds.
Oh, somebody fell asleep on the Bulldog defense in the bull, and the Ore Diggers made that one look textbook easy.
I think Adado, he blocked, Belich stopped him and then let him go.
46-30 Ore Diggers. Berkeley from the other side. This one falls. So Jackson Berkeley didn't like one side. He went to the other corner and hit it. And it's 46-33. Montana Tech, 18:22 left to play. Steal by the Bulldogs, and finally, kind of a loose ball. Finally, it's controlled by Montana Western. Bethel works his way in, puts up a floater, and doesn't fall, and rebound to Williams of the Diggers. I kind of like their jerseys. They have Diggs across them instead of Montana Tech, just Diggs. 17:40 left to play.
And Dixon has those great green shoes.
Well, they say the ball went off the hands of an Ore Digger. I don't think so. I mean, okay.
Yep, guess so.
Let's just move on. Bulldogs with the ball, trailing 46-33. Adado, top of the key. Now he's going to drive in against Ure and puts up a shot. Doesn't get it, but draws the foul. Michael Ure doesn't exactly agree with the official. When does any player or coach ever agree with the official? We don't agree with the official.
When the call goes my way, I think the official's great.
Adado put up a rock, and that's about what you would call it. Hard and not much trajectory.
He's about a 67% free throw shooter,
but
though.
He's made them before with just the form that you want to get, like that. That was nice form. Nice, soft and easy, nice little arc. 46-34, Orediggers. A little bit of a low-scoring game. Oh, what a move to the basket. The junior from Idaho Falls, although he went to Ryrie High School.
Not too far from Idaho Falls.
Stepney's three is no good. You're with the rebound for the Diggers. And here comes Caleb Bellich.
The Diggers really are scoring pretty well without Caleb Bellich tossing up a lot of shots. He's been perfect from the field, though.
Well, you look, they've got 3 players that normally average in double figures and a couple that are really close to that.
Fouls on Abby Adedo.
Balanced scoring is how you win championships. You're over the top of Haverfield, and it's 50-34 Montana Tech. Bethel to Haverfield in the wing, and he hits it. Michael Haverfield with 3, and it's 50-37 Montana Tech. And a foul away from the ball.
And on Jalen Stepney, that's number 3.
So Orediggers put the ball in play. Dixon turnaround shot, no good. Stepney with the rebound for the Bulldogs, and he's fouled.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Hayden Deacons reached in. He didn't argue.
No. 16 minutes left to play. Bulldogs with the ball and basket, 50-39 now for Diggers, and Pat Jensen wants timeout. So timeout at the Stroud Gymnasium. It's Montana Western 39, Montana Tech 50. Back with more after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
At Shepherd's Garage, the founding philosophy is simple. They strive to offer the best possible selection, service, quality, and value in order to build the respect and loyalty of their customers. With shops in both Dillon and Jackson, Shepherd's Garage values the long-term relationships they have established with their customers. Shepherd's Garage, a staple of Beaverhead County for over 70 years.
Just had a text from somebody asking me what radio station we're on.
At Flying S Title and Escrow, their philosophy is simple. Since their beginning in 1905, and Wally, you worked for them that year, they have been land title protectors by ensuring you have clear ownership right to your home and your land. Flying S Title and Escrow, a proud sponsor of Montana Athletics. Did you tell him to tie it into?
Well, he actually sent it before the game started, and I just never saw it. So 50-39, Orediggers lead the Bulldogs.
Michael, you had a little spurt there.
Orediggers trailed early and then had a nice run that gave them the lead, and they haven't lost it.
Yeah, they were down 20-16 and pulled off about a 16-point run. Oh, I think down there, Jackson Berkeley blocked the shot, and now it's getting a little bit wild.
Yep, time for the officials to take over.
And Asa Williams with that foul. Haverfield just tossed that one up as soon as he felt the contact.
I think Pat Jensen's relaying what we were just thinking. Take control. Oh.
Yeah, the coach. Go ahead.
I'm saying I was off the front and then rolled backwards.
Yeah. And really, if the coaches need to take control as well.
Haverfield misses both of them. Bake with the ball, who had just checked into the Orediger lineup. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul.
It's number 2 on Abby Adedo.
And the 4th team foul on
And
Montana Western.
The officials are asking for the maintenance crew to come out there and, oh, I guess they're going to let it go.
Ure goes against Berkeley.
Yeah, and I believe Ure reached in and fouled.
Yep.
Berkeley with the block and then the rebound.
And we've got another timeout.
And Coach Hyatt is upset.
At Mr. Ure.
Yeah.
He's saying some few words. Okay, Montana Tech 50, Montana Western 39. Back with more Frontier Conference basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network.
At Northwestern Energy, the goal is to provide customers with reliable energy at the lowest long-term cost. They accomplish this through a balanced mix of safe, reliable, affordable, and clean energy. Northwestern Energy has been a staple in Dillon and across the state of Montana for years. At Taylor Realty, they live here, they play here, they work here, and they are ready to help you with your journey in finding your ideal property. They offer a fine selection of Montana real estate for sale in Beaverhead County and surrounding areas. The team at Taylor Realty is ready to help. Well, the Bulldogs have certainly not scored very well in the ball game. They scored 30 points in the first half, but now just in a little over 5 minutes, they have scored just 9 more. But of course, Tech's only scored 8, but it looks so bad because the Tech's got that 11-point lead.
Well, they went on that burst. What was it, a 16 or 17-0 run? And that's just that put the Bulldogs in a hole that they've struggled to dig out of. Berkeley puts the ball in play to Quincy Taylor.
We're seeing the value of Jackson Berkeley, hitting the three-pointers, the block shots, the rebounds.
Oh, and good defense by the Orediggers, forced the turnover, and here comes Bake with the ball.
Keely Blake gets up there and blocks that pass.
Wonder if he was a track star.
He kind of looks like a football player. And fouls on Haverfield, his first.
And the 5th team foul on the Bulldogs.
And Ure takes a seat.
Williams out front going up against Quincy Taylor. Now Berkeley takes him up. Shot up high in the air, no good by Williams. Rebound to Taylor of the Bulldogs. Going up against Bake. And he lays it up and in. And Bake commits the foul, so Taylor will go to the free throw line to shoot and maybe complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 50-41, Orediggers lead. Free throw is good.
Asa Williams coming in for the Diggers.
50-42.
No, Asa Williams going out, and that's Dixon coming back in.
Are you sure?
Well, they met there and
decided one would go and one would stay. Belich had the ball knocked out of his hands by Stepney on the drive. Belich wanted a foul, and the referee said, sorry.
And you know, it may have been Caden Tolson from the other side. That may be who he was complaining about.
Bake thinks about a three, steps inside the three-point circle, off the glass, and no good. And Deacons with the rebound. Belich with the three attempt that doesn't fall. That's his first miss tonight.
Tolson, good defense. Oh, what a thread to pass.
Tolson misses the floater. Here comes the Ordiger fast break. Bake leading the way. To Dixon. Dixon pops at 15 foot, no good. Rebound to Pitcher for the Bulldogs. So both teams a little on the chilly side.
1-4 offense. Good defense. Bake is playing pretty good defense.
Berkeley open in the wing, no good. Rebound controlled by the Diggers. Oh, and Stepney.
Oh no.
Stole the ball.
Yeah, Jackson Berkeley backhanded that ball, and it struck Deedon and went out of bounds, and Berkeley went through an entire row of chairs there. And
I think he was in the air for about 3 or 4 seconds too.
You know, his expression never changes. He hits a three-pointer here or something, I think he'll get pretty excited.
Tolson with the ball, driving against Williams. Makes a move to the basket and doesn't get it, but Twaler cleans up for the Bulldogs. Berkeley with the three-point shot, no good. Here come the Ordiggers. Bake quickly down court, gives it off to Williams, and
that's a block.
And yeah, because Quincy Taylor was still moving when he stepped in front.
Yeah. Didn't get into good defensive position, and you can tell as he got hit, he went sideways.
Well, yeah, and Williams is a little slow too, and they're sitting there. I don't know if they're talking to each other or not, but they're saying, ouch. Well, Williams is going to get a break.
Oh, they did it again. They did it again. A cutter absolutely open going to the basket on that out-of-bounds play. And he was fouled, I believe, by Pitcher, but not. He would have dunked it.
You're 68% shooter. Misses the first one. 50-42, a single-digit lead for the for the Ordiggers. 12 minutes left to play. You're with his second. This one is good. It's 51-42 Bulldog or Diggers. I'll get it right yet. Taylor across for the Bulldogs. Tolson drives in. Back out to Taylor. Taylor, Tolson open on the wing. Oh, nothing but air on that one. Right into the hands of Deacons. 11:30 left to play. Ordiggers lead by 9. Make that 11. Nice little floater by Dixon. It's 53-42 Montana Tech. Oh, stolen away by Ure. Little miscommunication among the Bulldog teammates. Ure takes advantage of it. Now at the other end, Ure will stroke a three, and no good, but it falls right into the hands of Bake. He shoots the three, it doesn't go. Berkeley finally cleans up for the Bulldogs. 10:50 left to play. Ordiggers by 11, 53-42. Michael Haverfield one-on-one against Dixon, and it falls. Haverfield with the little floater, it's 53-44.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of a size advantage there. He's about 4 inches taller.
Williams tries a three, no good. And pitcher high for the rebound for the Bulldogs as we approach the 10-minute mark of our game.
Now Haverfield's got a little bit of advantage over Bake.
Pitcher up against Ure, in and out. The only thing that didn't do was fall all the way through. 10 minutes, under 10 minutes left to play. Diggers maintain that 9-point lead, 53-44. Dixon's three attempt, no good, and
that's going to be on Caden Tolson, I think. Caden and Hayden Dickens is fouled, goes to the free throw line.
Berkeley will get a break, and Dito checks into the Montana Western lineup. Deacons makes the first. You know, it says the stats, he's only a 57% free throw shooter, but he looked pretty good on that one. Misses the second one, and Adito cleans, or I should say secures the ball for the Bulldogs. 10-point spread, 54-44. Diggers over the Dogs. 9:24 left to play. Taylor puts up the three, no good. Deacons high in the air. And here come the Diggers. See if they can add something to that 10-point lead. Ure has it. He's going up against Tolson. Oh, and he slips on the ground. Oh, they're going to call a foul, and he just slipped on the ground. Oh, man.
A couple of Idaho Falls boys going at it. Tolson went to Thunder Ridge High School.
Timeout Bulldogs.
So with timeout on the court, 9:05 left to play. Montana Tech 54 and Montana Western 44 on the Bulldog Sports Network. We'll be back after this.
At Mountain View Insurance, they have small town values with national resources. And the result is an independent insurance agency uniquely positioned to handle all your insurance needs. Mountain View Insurance is a proud sponsor of Montana Western Athletics. What does a scholarship mean to Montana Western students? It means getting an education without being burdened with debt. It means being thankful for the generosity of others so you can follow your dream. And it means paying it forward once you have the capacity to make a difference. So thank you for supporting scholarships, programs, and the students at Montana Western. If you'd like to learn more about supporting Montana Western, contact the UMW Foundation at 406-683-7305.
Yeah, I can see that would be frustrating to a student athlete. To his opponent slips on the floor and he gets called for the foul.
Ten-point lead, and it's time for the Bulldogs to start pecking away at this.
Yeah, they make a dent, but it's not very big dent. You're at the free throw line. He makes the first. As the Bulldogs are in the bonus situation, Ure will be shooting 1-1, and he was good on the front end. And the second one as well, and now it's back to a 12-point lead by Montana Tech. Stepney setting things up on the Bulldog side of the court. Haverfield going against Deacons. And Deacons wins that battle. Belich has it now, out to Dixon. You're driving against Adedo and almost loses the ball, but keeps control.
Quincy Taylor reached in there off the blind side.
Belich going against pitcher and scores.
It had been a while since he had scored. It was bound to happen.
58-44 Orediggers. 8:03 left to play. Oh, pass right into the hand. I don't think he was expecting that one.
No.
Deacons got a freebie with that steal.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the Bulldogs seemed to lose a guy cutting through the lane straight to the basket, and we're going to have a timeout.
So the score, Montana Tech 60, Montana Western 44, 7:40 left to play, and we'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
The University of Montana Western Foundation would like to take this opportunity to say thank you. Your contributions to education extend far beyond the classroom, and your philanthropic spirit will impact generations to come. It is incredible what individuals can achieve with the right inspiration and support, and that would not be possible without you. So thank you for making a difference in the lives of Montana Western students. Fans, before the next Bulldog sporting event, be sure to visit our neighborhood Safeway, located at 570 North Montana Street, for a convenient and friendly grocery experience. You can find all the game day needs at Safeway. Stop by and see why their service, convenience, and fresh offerings will make Safeway your favorite local supermarket.
Well, back at the Stroud Gymnasium, both teams still in the huddle. I notice Adam Hyatt has one of his sons over there. I'm not sure if he's giving any plays out, but he's in the huddle.
Hyatt is a published author, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got 2 of his books, and I knew he was working on a 3rd one, but I don't know if he's finished it yet. He's an elder in his church, and he's got a big family, and he's a basketball coach, but he still finds time to write. And he's a good writer, too. 7:35 left to play, and the Diggers have opened up a 60-44 lead. Haverfield 3 from the corner.
Oh.
And that's going to send
Haverfield for 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deeden.
Bridger Deeden not happy with the call either.
Still shaking his head.
I worked with an official one time who saw a kid shake his head about the call, and I heard the official say, "You shake that one more time and you're going to be on the bench with 2 technicals." And it was loud enough that everybody in the gym heard it, and there was no shaking of heads in the rest of the ball, and the coach didn't argue about it too much.
Haverfield makes the second. He missed the first. He missed the third, so he got 1 out of 3, and it's a 15-point Orediger lead, 60-44. Some full court pressure on the Bulldogs. Oh!
And Haverfield with the tackle.
We almost had basketball players in our lap. Actually, this time they were pointed towards Brett, not us. See how quick this girl can move.
That is the second one on Michael Haverfield. And the maintenance guy doing some fine work right here in front of us.
Dixon gets the first free throw. Bulldogs are now in the double bonus, so every Orediger who steps to the free throw line will shoot a minimum of 2 free throws, and he gets both of them. Lead is extended 62-45. Bulldogs cut it down to 8 at one time, but the Orediggers just all of a sudden went boom and extended that lead. Berkeley open for the 3 in the wing. Oh, everywhere but in. You're with the rebound. Here comes Montana Tech. Dixon. Now he's going to slow things down a little bit. Bake inside to Belich. Belich going up against Quincy Taylor to Dixon to Ure thinks about a three. Now he settles for a 10-footer, which falls. And I believe this is the biggest Ordigger lead of the night.
I think so too, 19 points.
64-45, 6:22 left to play. Taylor puts up the three. Taylor hits the three. 64-48, Montana Tech. 6:01 left to play. Oh, Dixon, nice move through the lane. Laid it up and in. 18-point Ordigger lead, 66-48. Kevin Bethel, nice move underneath the basket.
Did it look like he hooked that defender?
Just
spun
a little
around
bit.
him?
Just a little bit.
Just the way I coached it?
Yeah. 5:25 left to play. Dixon, another nice move inside. And the score, Montana Tech 68, Montana Western 50, 5:08 left in the game. And we'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, be sure to visit the official online store of UMW Athletics at umbulldogshop.com for all your Bulldog merchandise. A portion of each sale goes to the support of the athletic department. Not only will you look great, but you will make an impact on student athletes. You'll find a great selection of Bulldog sweatshirts, t-shirts, and jackets in adult, young adult, and toddler sizes, and they even have some infant sizes. Keep your head in Bulldog style with caps, hats, and winter beanies. Decorate the game room Bulldog, pennants, flags, and even a national championship banner from 2019. Everything dogs in one convenient location on the Montana campus. Stop by the bookstore on the south end of the campus in the Student Union building. The bookstore is open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
5:08 left to play.
And now we're beginning to see why Montana Tech is ranked number 11th in the country. Didn't they win a couple of games last weekend, and they actually dropped?
They lost, I think, I can't remember who they lost to.
But they won. They won a ball game one weekend, and they actually dropped in the rankings. Didn't make
this
a whole
last
lot of,
week, the
didn't make
last
a lot,
rankings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did figure out the politics of the rankings.
No.
68-50. Ordigger's lead, under 5 minutes left to play. Berkeley open for the three, doesn't hit it.
But he hit on the hand, or on the arm. So that's Dixon's second foul.
That's two of those so far.
Crowd is a little bit quiet.
Either that or they're all asleep. Well, Berkeley got the first, missed the second, now he gets the third. And he gets
that third one.
So he gets 2 out of 3. 68-52 Diggers. 4:55 left to play.
Christian pitcher in.
And some full court pressure put on by the Bulldogs. Nice.
Perfect way to break it. Take the ball down one sideline, have a cutter from the other side.
Nice ball movement by the Diggers.
Western just does not have an answer. They can't stop the cutter coming through the lane. And Haverfield, Abiadedu coming back in, Adedo coming back in for the Bulldogs.
70-52, 18-point Digger lead.
And I think Coach Hyatt is saying, let's hold the ball. We
Take
don't
as much
need to
time
score.
off the clock as you can.
And then get a good shot. Even that was a good shot.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
It just didn't fall. Taylor goes down right around Ure and misses the layup.
And Ure got away with one there. He leaned into Taylor as he went by. It didn't affect him because Taylor was going to go by. But then that foul is on Kevin Bethel, and that's number 4. And it's deathly quiet.
Yeah, you could hear the proverbial pin drop, well, or the scream. Ure makes the first. He'll get another one. Misses the second one. Adedo clears for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trail 52-71. Bethel over the top, took a Hollywood finish several times and dropped through. 71-54. Diggers with 3:30 left to play.
Going to trap him right here in front of us. Ooh. But it took too many of them.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Diggers are going to take it down as far as they can get it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Dixon, reverse layup, doesn't get it, but Ure, offensive rebound and putback. And it's 73-54. Diggers under 3 minutes to play. Haverfield puts up the three, no good. Taylor battles Bellich for it and commits the foul. I think this last 4 or 5 minutes has taken like 19.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah. 73-54, Diggers lead. 2:46 remaining.
Quincy Taylor's third foul.
Bellich gets the free throw. Second free throw is good. (75-54), 2:40 left to play. Diggers with a 21-point lead. And a foul is committed by Williams, I believe.
Just a little bit of a knee as
tried to work his way around.
As Bethel came around to.
First, I thought it might be him
stepping out of bounds.
Yeah. Bethel gets the front end of a 1-and-1. 75-55, Diggers lead.
That 21-point lead was the largest lead of the game.
And he gets both of them. 75-56.
Christian Pitcher back in.
Ore Diggers with a comfortable 19-point lead with just 2:30 left to play.
And they're just going to run some clock off, I think.
Well, it's like you said, that number 11 ranking is well deserved.
Oh. And that foul is going to be on Stepney, number 4.
With 2:07 left to play, there was just 4 seconds on the shot clock when that foul was committed. And Michael Urer will step back to the free throw line.
And he has had a season game today. Remember, Tech did this just a little short-handed because they have a couple of players on the sideline. Cam Lawrence, who does play quite a little bit.
Taylor to Pitcher, who puts up the 3, no good. Taylor had it for a second.
Haverfield forced
him out of bounds.
Dickens. Nope. No, Dixon.
Dixon will go back to the free throw line for the Ore Diggers with his bright green shoes. I bet you my buddy Paul Panisco up in Butte has a pair just like that.
Yeah, this ball game got away from the Bulldogs early in that third period.
First half.
In the first half.
They just couldn't. Yeah. They fell and they couldn't find a way to climb out of the hole.
Owen Long from Three Forks. And I think the other one is Levi Torgerson from Great Falls. A couple of subs for Montana Tech. Going to get a chance to play the last couple of minutes.
Dixon gets us. It's 79-56, so a 23-point spread.
Levi Torgerson, 5'9" freshman guard from Great Falls High School. And Owen Long is a 6'3" freshman guard out of Three Forks.
Bethel shot up and no good. You're with the rebound. And here's some full court pressure, but the Ore Diggers break it easily. Oh, and nice.
Yeah, Owen Long.
Gets his name in the scorebook with the basket.
He didn't dunk it, but he got the hands up there way above the rim and directed the ball in for a score.
81-56, and the Bulldogs attempted a shot and didn't make it.
And Adam Hyatt with a timeout. Looks like John Duwall is coming in for the Ore Diggers. I think he called that timeout just to get the sub in. Nobody went to the bench for any instructions.
Well, you talked about all the injuries. They don't have anybody else they can put in.
Right, I think they've used up everybody whose name is in the book.
Stepney comes up with a steal. Oh, a nice little lob pass to Pitcher. And instead of a dunk, he just uses the backboard and puts it in. 81-58, Montana Tech. And it looks like the Ore Diggers are going to move their record to 8-1 in the Frontier, 18-4 overall. And the Bulldogs are going to fall to 4-5 in the Frontier and 11-11 overall. 42 seconds remaining in the ball game.
John Duwall is a 6'8" sophomore. He is from Sudan Athletic Institute in Canada.
Stepney with a 3 from the wing. It's 81-61 Bulldogs with some double teaming of the Ore Diggers underneath. and a foul is called on Haverfield.
And that will be his 4th.
Levi Torgerson will go to the free throw line. I think he has the honor being the shortest person out there.
And he's still taller than me.
Yes.
He's taller than I am, yeah.
As we've discussed before, that's not a rarity. Oh, he missed both free throws. And here comes Quincy Taylor down with 30 seconds on the clock, and Taylor gets the layup, and he was fouled.
Looked like
Torgerson.
Torgerson 0 on 0.
Well, he's getting, he's in the scorebook, although he missed 2 free throws. Taylor misses another one. That's rare. 28 seconds on the clock, and this one could just wind out. There's only about maybe a second difference between shot clock and game clock. Down to 14. So we're going to call it our final score from the Stroud Gymnasium. Montana Western 63, Montana Tech 81. The Ore Diggers are living up to their 11th ranking, and game over. Well, there's 1 second left, but the
shot clock went off. Bulldogs outscored 39-33 here in the second half.
But that big cushion that the Ore Diggers got in the first half made the difference.
And as I said, Michael Ure had a great ball game tonight.
Well, we'll check some stats. It looks like they're scratching their head over there in the computer. So they're either wondering why the printer won't work or whatever.
And Ethan, our runner who brought the stats to us this last Thursday, he told us he got fired, but they just put somebody else to work. So he's up in the Bulldog in the dog pound with a hard hat on with the big Bulldog and smiling and having a great time.
So our final score, Montana Tech 81, Montana Western 63. I think we'll have some final game stats, and we'll find out after.
Thing that I look forward to seeing is just the smile on everyone's faces the day it's done, and that doesn't matter football, track, anybody on this campus, anybody in this town. The smile on people's faces is going to impact everyone, and it's going to bring new faces to the community, and a lot of people are going to have something to be proud of. And I'm really excited to see the smile on everyone's faces, including myself, my family, everyone that's been with me for my journey. I'm really excited for everyone to get to see this new built stadium that Bulldogs for generations are going to get to play on.
Do it, kid.
Well, we're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. Once again, final score, Montana Tech 81 and Montana Western 63. And Michael Miller is ready with some final game stats.
The Ore Diggers put 4 guys in double figures, led by Caleb Belich. He had 21. He was 8 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. He had 2 free throws as well. And then Michael Ure had 18 points, and he was 6 of 13 from the field. He did toss up one three-pointer and missed that, but he was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And then Hayden Dickens had 11 points and was the leading rebounder of the whole ball game. He had 14, and Krishan Dixon had 10 points for the Ore Diggers. The Diggers were 30 of 56 for 54% from the field, just 5 of 11 for 46% from the three-point line, and 16 of 23, about 70% from the free throw line. The Bulldogs were led by scoring. Quincy Taylor had 17 off the bench. He was 5-11 from the field, including 2 of 5 from three-point line. He was 5 of 7 from the free throw line. And then Michael Haverfield had 15 points. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from the three-point line, and tossed down a free throw as well. Jalen Stepney had 11 points for the Bulldogs. And then Bethel had 6. Adedo had 5, as did Jackson Berkeley. The Bulldogs were 22 of 57 from the field, about 39%. They were 8 of 28, just 29% from the three-point line. And they were 11 of 19 for 58% from the free throw line. The Ore Diggers out-rebounded the Bulldogs 40-28, and they also doubled up the assists. They had 16 while the Dogs had just 8. And Dixon and Belich had 5 apiece for Tech. Tech had 42 points in the paint. Western had just 24. Tech had 14 points off the turnovers. Western had 12. Second chance points, Western had 10. Tech had 7. Bench points, Western had 21. Of course, that was mostly Quincy Taylor, although Christian Pitcher had 4 as well. And then Tech had 13 points. The score was tied 3 times, and the lead changed hands 8 times, all in the first half. The last field goal for Tech came at 42 seconds, and the last one for Western came at 27 seconds left to go in the game. The largest lead, Tech led by 25 at 1:35 in the second, and Montana Western led by 4 early at 11:04 in the first half. And so the final score here at the Stroud Gymnasium, 81-63. Montana Tech goes to 8-1 on the season, 18-4 overall, and Western goes to 4-5 in the conference, 11-12 overall. So Wally, we have a little time off until next Thursday.
No, a week from on the 15th. February 15th is our next home game, right, with when Northern comes back to town. And want to thank everybody along. Once again, I'm Wally Felt along with Mike Miller, and our producer is Brett Wiebe. And we'll see you on the 15th on the Bulldog Sports Network.